Jai Shri Krishna, Har Har Mahadev. The Enchanted Pool, written by C. Rajgopalachari. In the Mahabharata, the Pandavas lost everything in the game of dice to the Kauravas and had to live in the forest for 12 years. During this period, they had to suddenly move from place to place for safety and to meet their daily need. One day in the 12th year, the Pandava brother wandered deep into the forest in pursuit of deer. The sun was hot overhead, and the five brothers grew more and more weary and thirsty. Yudhishthira sank down under a tree and said to Nakula, "Brother, climb up the tree and see whether there is any pool or river nearby." Nakula climbed the tree, looked around, and said, "At a little distance, I saw water, plants, and canals. There must be certainly be water there." Yudhishthira sent him to fetch you some water to drink. Nakula was glad when he got to the place. He saw that there was a pool. He was very thirsty himself, and so thought for quenching his thirst first before taking water in the quaff for his brothers. But no sooner did he dip his hand in the transparent water, he heard a voice which said, "Stop, Nakula. Do not drink. This pool belongs to me. O son of Madari, answers my question and then drink the water." Nakula was surprised, but carried away by his intense thirst and heedless of the warning. He knelt down and began to drink the water. At once he began to feel terribly drowsy. He fell down to all appearance dead. When Nakula did not return for a long time, Yudhishthira sent Sahadeva to see what the matter was. Sahadeva also ignores the warning. He drank the water and at once dropped down. When Sahadeva too failed to return, Yudhishthira sent Arjuna to see whether the brothers had met with any danger. Arjuna went swiftly. He saw his brothers lying dead near the pool. Arjuna's heart broken with grief. He wanted to avenge his brothers. However, he too was overwhelmed by a monstrous thirst which compelled him towards the fatal pool. Again, the warning voice was heard. "Answer my question before you drink the water. This pool is mine. If you disobey me, you will follow your brother." Arjuna became very angry. He cried, "Who are you? Come and stand up to me, and I will kill you." He shot sharp arrows in the direction of the voice the invisible being laughed in scorn and said, "Your arrow can't touch me." Arjuna wanted to destroy the unseen foe, but first he had to quench his terrible thirst, so he drank the water and also fell down dead. After another anxious wait, Yudhishthira turned to Bhima. "Dear brother, even Arjuna, the great hero, wasn't returned. Something terrible must have happened to our brothers. Please find them quickly." Bhima hurried away without another word, like Arjuna. Bhima also did not heed the warning heat and drank the water, usually gambling around in difference, and instantly his great strength seemed to slip from him like a garment, and he also fell dead among his brother. Puzzled and worried that his brothers had not returned, Yudhishthira himself proceeded in the direction his brothers had taken. When we come near a pool, he saw his four brothers lying on the ground, to all appearance dead. He was shocked. He got into a pool to quench his thirst. At once, a voice without form warned him, Your brother died because they did not hear my word. Do not follow them. Answer my question first and then quench your thirst. This pool belongs to me. Yudhishthira knew that this could be none of other than the word of Yaksha, and guessed what had happened to his brothers. He saw a possible way to of redeeming the situation. He said the bodiless voice, please ask your question. The voice put question rapidly on after another. It asked, what makes sun shine every day? Yudhishthira replied, the power of God. What restores man's in danger? Yudhishthira quickly answered, courage. What is more nobly substance than the earth? Yudhishthira said, the mother who brings up the children. What is faster than wind? Mind. Yudhishthira replied, what befriends a traveler? Learning. Who is the friend of one who stays at home? The wife. Who accompanies a man in death? Dharma. That alone accompanies the soul in its solitary journey after death. Which is the biggest vessel? The earth, which contains all within itself, is the greatest vessel. What is happiest? Happiness is the result of good conduct. What is that abandoning which man's becoming loud by all? Pride, for the abandoning the man will be loud by all. What is the loss which brings joy and not sorrow? Anger, giving it up, we will no longer be subjected to sorrow. What is that by giving up which man becomes wealthy? Desire, getting rid of it, man's become wealthy. What makes one a real Brahman? Is it birth, good conduct, or learning? Answer this. Birth and learning do not make a Brahman. Good conduct alone does. Overwhelmed a person he will not be Brahman if he is slave to bad habit. What is greatest wonder in the world? Every day men sees creatures prepared to Yama's abode, and yet those who remain seeks to live forever. This variably is the greatest wonder. Thus, the Yaksha posed many questions, and Yudhishthira answered them all. In the end, Yaksha asked, O king, one of your dead brother can be revived. Whom do you want to revive? He shall come back to life. Yudhishthira thought for a moment and replied, May include complex lotus eyes, broad chest, and long aimed Nakula, lying like a fallen ebony tree, arise. The Yaksha was pleased and asked Rishabh, why do you choose Nakula in preference to Bhima, who has the strength of 16,000 elephants? I have heard that Bhima is most dear to you, and why not Arjuna, who prove, proves in aim in your protection? Tell me why you choose Nakula rather than either of these two. Yudhishthira replied, O Yaksha, Kunti and Madri were two wives of my father. I, son of Kunti, and surviving, and so she is not completely British. So, to be fair, I ask Madari's son Nakula be revived. The Yaksha was pleased with Yudhishthira impartiality and grant that all his brother would come back to life. Is it was Yama, the lord of death, who had taken the form of the deer and the yaksha so that he might see his son Yudhishthira and test him. He embraced Yudhishthira and blessed him. Yama said, only a few days remain to complete the stipulated period of your exile in the forest. The 13th year will also pass by. None of your enemies will be able to discover you. You will successfully fulfill your undertaking. And saying this, he dispersed. Thank you. Radhe Radhe.